custom review with Naval Community Transformers Shattered Glass Windblade. So here she is in her jet mode, but before we look at her, of course, we do have the paints. Moving her back a little bit. So to start off, I actually used white surface primer, which I'll get into why later, and then some TS16 spray yellow, Tamiya, of course. And then hand paints, I used a bit of white, some flat black, some regular black, lemon yellow, park green, pink, chrome silver, it's a little bit messy of a bottle, apologize, and finally purple, which, yes, this was a lot of paints. This might be the custom with the most amount of paints, either this one, actually no, probably of this year, this might be the one with the most, since I haven't really done too many full-scale customs so far this year. But yeah, here she is in her jet mode, and before anyone points it out, I do know that there is an actual like Fun Pub Shattered Glass Windblade design. I know it exists, maybe one day I'll do it, but I didn't do it this time around, because this design is actually based on a custom that a friend of mine did, that I just kind of redid and did for my own style. And I actually really like the look of it, so I figured this would be fine for now. If I ever do make the other Windblade, it'll be a video. I'll have to rethink titles. It'll be a fun time. It'll be just like I think that happened with like my Shattered Glass Skywarp custom, where I had to rename an old video. So who knows? Maybe this one will have the same fate. But yeah, it is based on the Titan's Return Windblade. And I put it on a stand just because the thing doesn't really have landing gear, so I just kind of figure a stand would be better. You can see it is very yellow. Some little like hints of purple here on the wings and the wingtips. Black nose cone. This is the flat black, and then these are also the flat black. Most of the black on here is flat black, except for these. These are the regular black, and the reason why is because these are a lot more durable of paints than these. Because these are the wing hinges, and I actually had to remove these, which I drilled little holes on the insides. It's either, yeah, it's this side. Like I drilled holes into here so I could punch the pins out. Which I just used my Dremel, different attachment on it. Put a little Autobot sticker too. Yeah, this actually does still open up. Which, I mean, there's nothing, I didn't paint any detail in there or anything, and there's like a little bit of paint scuffing right there, because I don't plan to open that a lot. Now, this did not turn out perfect. Unfortunately, there's a few little issues, like I couldn't get this pin to go all the way back in. Like, it's in enough to where, like, this is solid, but I couldn't get this to just, like, squeeze in a little bit more without risking damaging the paint. Whenever I masked off this piece, a little bit of the red kind of remained on the sides, which I couldn't really paint to match, unfortunately. It's like a little like scratch, one or two right here. But I don't think it's anything overly major. Like I do think the overall result is much better than a few of my failings here and there. And I don't know if it's coming across on camera that this is looks like a slightly different shade of yellow. It's the same spray yellow, but I accidentally forgot to put one more coat on this so it would match the rest. I did these first, and I didn't realize until after I had already like hand painted the details on them. So, here we go. There's another shade of yellow with the spray. I don't even know if it comes across all that much on camera. Or maybe you just noticed, and I could have said nothing, and no one would have known. But, we're here now, so. And I figure while it's in this mode, I'll show off the little Titan Master guy, which I didn't really paint up too much. I don't know if it already had white on the face or not. I just kind of redid it. And then my friend who I had gotten this from had like painted some bits, like painted the chest red and like a little bit here. And when I took the paint off, I decided to keep the little red lines in there because I thought it looked cool. It's like a black suit, like a pilot suit or something, and it's just like those little like black accent lights. I think it looks really nice. I mean, they can still go in the cockpit. I don't want to know if there's paint chipping or not if I do that, so I'm not gonna try. And these do still rotate. The only downside is this one doesn't really have the issue. Too bad. Where, like, these bits here were painted. Which, there it's fine. Which, actually, let me rephrase, that is the regular black as well. Like, that's that black. However, this side did not turn out all that great. And so you can still see, like, red in there, unfortunately. So I always have to be mindful what angle these fans are at. Because if I cover it up like this, like, you can barely see a smidge on the side. But, you know, if it's the other side, then, like, there's a whole lot of red. Yeah, these fans are also done in chrome silver, as well as the cockpit, which I do think pops really well. I think this whole thing just pops super well. And I can say this yellow experience was much nicer than Reflector, during shooting Shatterglass Reflector. I think it's because the sculpted detail on this thing is very lax. Like, you know, he's, like, fairly smooth, and, like, these is fairly smooth. Like, there's not a lot going on in terms of sculpted detail, whereas that has, like, the Siege Greebles, which I love. I adore. It's what I live for, but, like... It makes yellow and spray painting in general a little bit harder. Yeah, anyways, that is pretty much it for the jet modes. Let's go get her into her robots mode. And in robot mode, I think the colors just really contrast and pop very well. The yellow and black color schemes with the little hints of purple and green. It just all really works to me. But yeah, starting off with the legs. Now, this is just kind of an issue with painting this in general, or spray painting. It's just the fact that there's this ugly seam in the middle of the legs that I couldn't really do anything about. I tightened the screws the most I could. And, like, my buddy got away with this because he actually hand-painted all the yellow. I don't know how, but he does this. I don't know. But so there's just kind of like these, which is unfortunate. I did think about painting these to kind of like mask it a little bit, but just never did. However, the chest is actually hand-painted. Unfortunately, I did have to hand-paint some yellow. It's the chests and the arms has the hand-painted yellow. Everything else is sprayed. Which I think went alright. A lot of the black is the same black that was on the figure. The base figure. Like, I did paint, like, the crotch right there. I painted the chest and, like, these little bits I had to paint because I kind of messed up this a little bit. And, like, this area... and the hands I painted the flat black. But then the rest of it is just the regular figure black. And you can tell a little bit of a difference. There's a lot more shine. See, look, there's no shine there. There's shine there. Okay, a little close up on the head. Which I think the head turned out surprisingly well. Granted, I did not go the extra mile and paint the makeup. I did try with the lipstick, but I am notoriously bad at painting lipstick. But I do think this turned out well. Like, I really love the green and, like, purple pops. And then the piercing pink eyes. I rarely use pink, and I had so little left in that bottle. And I'm just kind of amazed it all worked out. There was enough to do these eyes, and it works. It pops. I love it so much. Yeah, then the green here. Which, fun fact, this bit is molded in clear plastic, like, on the toy. And I dunked this. I dunked this and the cockpit in isopropyl alcohol, like 91%. It was fine. It didn't break. Didn't crack. I don't know. I don't know. It baffled. I thought I, like, completely ruined it. I expected it to just, like, crumple to pieces. It's fine. I got nothing. I really got nothing. I can't describe how it survived. I don't know if Titan's Return Hasbro was on something there. Whatever Titan's Return clear plastic is, go back. Use that. Whatever it is much stronger than whatever we got now. And she does have one of her swords. It's just this one, which this is the main bit that I kept that my friend painted. Just because I really love the look of it. I was gonna, like, shave all of this, like, junk here down and, like, try to get the sword look more slim, but I was like, you know what, nah. I think for, like, an evil Windblade, it's kind of cool to have, like, this mix of, like, a sword and also just a blunt object. Like, I could totally believe her holding it like this and just beating someone with the handle. Plus, I really, really liked this, like, bit of splatter paint, if I can show it. He attempted to do, like, Energon's splatter, and I think it turned out really cool, like, on the edge of the blade. I just really liked how it looked. I'm like, I can't just get rid of that. That looks too cool. But I'm pretty sure he just used like Tamiya gunmetal, like Tamiya purple, then like probably regular blue, I want to say. Or maybe metallic blue, I don't know. Unfortunately, when I put it in her hand, it does chip the paints on the insides of the hands a little bit. I didn't cut them down enough. It's also because the thumbs are really thin, and I actually broke one when I was painting it. I had to super glue it back on. I don't remember which one it is because I painted over it, and so we're just hoping I don't put it in the wrong hand and the thumb snaps off. Fingers crossed, you know. But yeah, just for a quick some quick comparisons, just for funsies. Here she is with the Cyberverse Warrior. Just gonna get a feel of the difference, which I think is really nice. I also just got this yesterday as of filming this, and I had one back in the day, and I really liked this thing. I don't actually know if I reviewed it. I feel like I reviewed it, but I don't know. However, I did finally figure out the neck issue, so now she can rotate her neck. If anyone wants to know how, I don't know. Like maybe like ask me in the comments. Like maybe I'll do a video on it. Maybe probably not. No one cares. It's a Cyberverse Warrior. No one cares about them. I'm the only one around here that does. And then here is Shattered Glass Starscream, just for the fun of it. Which I can't say these two contrast each other very well. We just have big white boy and then big yellow gal. They also both have swords. Just realized that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, overall, I would, again, like to thank my buddy running Fox Productions. I'll leave a link in to his channel below. It's where you can see his stuff. He also has his Instagram page, which I hope is linked to his channel, because he's a bit more active there. But he also does like Shattered Glass customs, and he does fun photo edits and stop motion reviews when he gets the time. Which again, this was like mostly his idea. This is kind of like I just kind of did my own interpretation of his idea, and I think it turned out pretty nice. But yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages, links in the description below. You can also come join the Infinisun Discord server, also linked in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.